Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Adventures of Lolly and Pops. I'm Laurie,
I'm Greg.
also known as Lolly.
And Pops.
Join us on our continued adventure of Turin, Italy, where we show you the Royal Palace, the Shroud of Turin, and of course, the food. Join us. Piazza Castello sits in the historic center of Turin, joining four of the city's key roads: Via Roma, Via Po, Via Garibaldi, and Via Pietramico. In the center is the complex Palazzo Madama, the seat of the Kingdom of Italy. On the sides are the Royal Palace of Turin, Palazzo Reale. A tour of the inside of the palace shows its ornate decorations. It includes the throne room, which was once hosted by the Queen, is now the throne room of the King, and a coffee room, the royal tapestries, and antechambers. There's a ballroom where dances were once held. The paintings reflect many biblical stories, like that of Susanna being spied on by the elders, whose advances she rejected to remain. The struggle of Cain and Abel, just before the final blow was about to be struck. Eliezer, traveling on behalf of Abraham in search of a wife for Isaac, and he meets Rebekah at the well. Christ being disposed from the cross by St. John, Mary Magdalene, and mourned by Mary and watched by St. Joseph of Arimathea. The Piazza Consolata stands the Cintura della Consolata, one of the prettiest chapels that I have seen. The Savoys acquired the Holy Shroud in 1453 as a linen cloth bearing the image of the body believed to be that of Jesus Christ. There's a royal door made of marble and bronze that gave the Duke and his courts private access to the chapel. The shroud is not on display at this time and is kept in storage to protect it. And then there's the foods of Turin: pastries, gelato, breakfast with cappuccino and pastries. No trip to Turin would be complete without a visit to Caffè al Biscirine for biscirine and biscotti. This is one of the oldest biscirine cafes located in Turin. Biscirine is a drink made from chocolate, espresso, and cream, and tradition is that you do not stir the drink but sip it so that you can have all of the flavors. We also stopped at Barotti and Milano for their biscirine as well. It did come in a close second. And then there was food. There was pasta and meat trays and cheeses and outdoor cafes. And sandwiches, and more sandwiches. And did I mention outdoor cafes? And more sandwiches. And pastas. And pasta. And pasta. And even a pasta restaurant. And more meat trays, and meats and cheeses specific to the area, and more meats and cheeses, and yes, even more meat and cheeses. It was a great time for aperitivo. And once again, my favorite, meat and cheeses. And there's always pizza and beer and beer and more beer. Sandwiches with a meatball and pasta. And a chicken cutlet with potatoes and rice. And when we were tired of Italian food, there was Asian food. Noodles, ramen, egg rolls, and of course hamburgers and french fries. And of course there were pastries. There was a great pastry shop right next door. So we had a few pastries. And pastries and cappuccino. And pastries and cappuccino and fresh squeezed orange juice. One of our favorite places to shop was Porto Plaza, the meat, cheese, and produce market. The inside has many meat counters with beef and pork and chicken. Well, some meats we don't have in the United States. And outside there were numerous fruits and vegetable vendors, some of the freshest that I've seen. Well, no Italian adventure would be complete without gelato, and more gelato, and even more gelato.
Thank you for watching our videos on Turin, Italy. We hope you enjoyed them. Please stay tuned and watch our next video of our snacks of Turin, Italy. As you know, those are always fun to watch.
Be sure and like and subscribe. Here's to love, laughter, and adventure. Bye.
Ciao.